Burling. I represent Sullivan County District 5, and I'm the prime sponsor of Senate Bill 44. A few pieces of background information. First, I'm a gun owner. Second, I am a man who admires each and every one of the police chiefs in my district. All 14 of them are extraordinary public servants who have earned the respect, admiration, and support of the citizens that they serve and who represent them in this legislature. In the course of events which took place last summer, and maybe I'll wait till Senator Clay is seated. The men in uniform one.
Senator Burling, can I interrupt you just for a minute?
Yeah.
The state trooper has asked us if we would open the door so the folks outside could at least hear, not that you have to direct your attention to them, but I want everybody in the room to understand we're trying to accommodate this crowd in the small way that we can. But the doors are going to be left open, and we're going to allow them to hear what they can hear, so you know.
And if you actually swing the door open, then people can hear. Thank you. Senate Bill 44 is born out of events which occurred last summer, when an individual approached the City of Lebanon police chief and requested a gun permit, a permit to carry a concealed weapon. I was notified of this case and had the opportunity to observe it through the process, from the moment of the denial by the police chief, and you will hear the specifics from him in a minute, through the court case which ensued. I will tell you that the facts which I observed indicated to me that a person with very serious criminal problems was, in the end, ordered by the court to be issued a permit to carry a concealed weapon. I will let the police chief involved describe the circumstances. All I can tell you as a citizen who sat in the court and listened to the case, I heard the description, some of it from the mouth of the applicant himself, of a person that I didn't think any one of us would want to have carrying a pistol concealed on his person. It struck me that raised a problem that we ought to at least think about here. And let me say to all of you who are here, a legislature works on ideas. Ideas are the currency of our decision making. What I've tried to do is bring an idea to these decision makers. And all I ask for is an open mind to think about the problem. My observation was that the law, as it currently exists, as applied in a legal case by a court, by an extraordinarily capable judge, came out with a really bad result. A guy who should not have a permit to carry a pistol under his jacket, as opposed to on top of his jacket, got one. The other thing that struck me as I watched this process is the application of the law to the decision maker. I pay a lot of attention to what legislatures do. And sometimes we tell people to handle administrative decisions. In this case, we tell the police chiefs and selectmen of our towns, you will issue a permit. That's 159:6. We tell them they have to use their discretion in the issuance of that permit. We define the circumstances, but we make them responsible for the issuance. If they make a mistake, we make them personally liable for the attorney's fees. I personally don't think that's right. I think if we're going to handle pistol permits this way, we ought to either have the courage as a legislature to say who can have a concealed weapon permit and who can't, or we should take away the personal liability. Senate Bill 44 does two things that I care about. One is, it says that people who are members of known criminal or terrorist organizations should not get pistol permits under 159.6. The other is, I don't think we should hold our select persons and police chiefs personally liable if they exercise the discretion that we say we want them to do. And here, Mr. Chairman, is the choice I'm going to try to give you. 44 is one solution to the problem I tried to identify. If you don't like 44, I'm going to give you the alternative. And the alternative simply repeals 159.6 and says any person 21 years of age or older who is not a convicted felon, a person subject to a current court order prohibiting the carrying of a concealed weapon, or a member of a known terrorist or criminal organization, may carry. We should have the courage of our convictions just to say it is the right of a citizen in New Hampshire to do that. Now that's what Vermont does, and that works. So if ideas are the currency of our decision making, I want to give you two ideas. I want to tell you that I think the current system is a sham, and I do believe it's a sham, and I'd like you to make a decision. Just that simple. There's nothing more to it. I would like, if I may, to ask one favor of the committee. I'm joined today by two police chiefs, Chief Alexander from Lebanon, New Hampshire, Chief Craig from Enfield, New Hampshire, both of whom have duties they need to return to, but have taken the time to come down here. Could we give them some preference in terms of their testimony so they could get back to the job?
And they're one of the individuals who dealt with the experience you're talking about?
Absolutely. Jim Alexander was the man who went through it and can give you the most direct testimony about what actually happened.
Helpful to hear.
And I'm going to say one other thing, since I have the privilege of representing these two men. I have, in the course of the last 2 weeks, heard amazing, angry things said about police chiefs. I know these two men. You could not find finer citizens anywhere. If you can find better police chiefs east of the Mississippi River, I'd like to meet them. These are exceptional people, and I hope everybody in the room who has something to say will take it from me that you can't find better law enforcement officers in this state. And the problem that they came to me with, that I tried to come to this Senate with, grows out of real facts, which are real concerns. The other thing I would say about both of them is I've known them both for quite a while. Neither one of them wants to take away anybody's right to carry a weapon, except the people who really shouldn't be carrying weapons. And with that, I'll answer any questions. Thank you.